just another hill that I'm climbing.
The human spirit is an amazing thing. You can lock it out, but you can't hold it prisoner. You can surely start over again. Hello to all, and welcome to the Ear-Wicker podcast. Follow along with our host, Vince Corkery, as he discusses a broad range of musical topics, with interviews of top players, club owners, producers, and engineers that make it all happen. Your virtual backstage pass. Remember to like and subscribe to this podcast, and of course, it's free.
Often trials and troubles get around me, and it seems I'm in despair.
Welcome all to Ear-Wicker podcast, and today we have a very special guest. That's Curtis Buckhannon. How you doing, Curtis?
Hi, Vince. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, thanks for coming over,
Yeah,
and
it's
appreciate
great.
your time.
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Played
some
together.
Yes.
I used to follow you guys when you were in the Road Apples.
Oh.
Way back when.
A long time. Well, I wasn't a real member of that band.
Okay.
I think I was in the later
Okay.
some of the gigs.
Yeah,
But,
when that fiddle player, the one
Brad Coberman.
Brad, yeah.
Yeah.
He used to play down at
That's right.
Webster Grill.
That's
and I'd come
right,
down
yeah.
and hear you down there all the
That's
time.
good memory.
It was
Yeah,
a great place.
Curtis, you played mandolin and some other instruments,
Mm-hmm.
and you've done a lot of recording. So, I'm going to find out, where did you grow up? Are you St. Louis?
I am. I grew up in Ferguson, right on the border of Kinloch and Ferguson. And there was a 13-acre farm between us and the city border there, and an organic farm, the first one on west of the Mississippi, called Mueller's Farm. And it kind of had a good influence on me because I wake up in the morning and look out and you could see the fields. And this guy plowed with mules, and he had an old guy that worked the mules, and you'd hear him calling to the mules. It was like, this is cool.
What year are you talking?
Well, I grew up I was born in 55.
Okay.
So all the way up to about when I was 18, I lived there.
Oh, wow.
So, good while.
Had
And
an
then-
old feel back then. Even,
Yeah,
right?
and then I had to sow my own oats at 18.
Yeah. So are you from a musical family? Did everybody play? I know your brother Dennis, of course. Yeah.
Dennis took formal lessons at Lee's Music. It used to be in Florissant,
yeah.
St. Francis Street. And I would go and just sit in the waiting room and wait for him. And there came a time when I thought, I really want to learn too.
Oh.
So
So is Dennis your older brother? Or
he's
younger?
my middle brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have an older brother.
Oh, okay.
So I have three brothers.
So you're younger than Dennis.
Yes, I'm the baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, where did I put that pacifier?
Oh. Wait a minute. So what do you think attracted you to the mandolin? Did you play that first, or did you play?
I played guitar first,
Oh, okay.
and oddly enough, I played coffee cans as drums. We were trying to play a little rock and roll way back in the early 60s, and the Beatles and the Rolling Stones were right there.
Yeah.
And I constructed a drum set out of tin cans and coffee cans and was beating the drums. And finally, we made friends with a guy across the street named Jeff Post, and he played drums really well. Him and his older brother. So we found out he played drums. We had guitars, and then we got a bass player along the way, and we just kind of
Like your first
yeah,
group?
first electric band,
Ah.
rock and roll band, I guess you'd call it. We were called a Cube back then. Real original
Yeah.
name,
It's hip, man.
because there were four of us, man. No.
That's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so how did you get to the mandolin? You know?
Well, one summer, I think it was in '73, my brother and I and a good friend Gary Eads took a trip down to the Smoky Mountains and camped. And actually, me and Eads took off for the trail and did like a 25-mile hike. And Dennis dropped us off and then picked us up in North Carolina from Tennessee. But I'm diverting here a little. But during that time, we went to hear you know how they used to do auditorium concerts, like amphitheater
Yeah,
concerts.
right.
And they had a guy by the name of Kirk Brandenburger. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No.
Anyway, he put on a one-man show, and he was playing harmonica. He threw it out because it was out of tune. I think I later collected it. And I think I still might have that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't throw anything away. But he played the mandolin, and I just loved the sound of it. You know? And later that year, I said, could I get a mandolin? I had a guitar at the time. And I thought, oh, I love the sound of that mandolin. And then we got turned on to Bill Monroe. And the way he played, you know, his sound was just...
So how old were you at this time?
Probably a teenager.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Were you in high school?
17.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
18. Let's see. Well, let's do the math. I'm not real good at it. Let me get my abacus out. Well, I was late teens, early mid-teens. And so I ended up getting a mandolin for my birthday, and it was a taterbug, but it was a newer one made by the
Taterbug as in teardrop? Or?
No, taterbug is roundback mandolin. And I started getting records of Fuzzy Mountain String Band, which was an old-time band from the Appalachians, kind of a revivalist band, like Highwoods kind of. But they learned from the old fiddle players. And then I came across a Kenny Hall in the Sweets Mill String Band, and he played the mandolin. He was a blind guy that lived out in Fresno.
Oh, Fresno, California.
Yeah, yeah. And he played some eclectic stuff, and I kind of, that's how I really first listened to the mandolin, was him and a little of Bill Monroe. But what Bill was doing was like, I can't make it sound like that. I just developed my own sound.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, by ear, you know.
I think that's been sort of, you know, style for forever, you know, in your life, right? I mean, because your style is really different from a lot of other mandolin players, which is very good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well,
and you got a good feel and a good sound. You know, it's really important to do that on the. That's hard to do on the mandolin, I think. Yeah. But it sounds incredible.
Well, I'll pay you later.
But it's true, man. It's true. So how would you describe the music that you play?
Well, there's certainly, my ears are wide open to all kinds of stuff, and I think it comes out through my fingers. I'll listen to everything from classical to blues, country blues mostly, and ragtime, ethnic stuff. I love ethnic stuff. I love Scandinavian music.
Yeah, I mean
Irish music.
Yeah.
It all just speaks to me. I just love it all.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have a fair amount of recordings out there.
Yeah.
The one I have was done probably in 05, 06.
Yeah.
And Old Time Jamboree, but it has 26 tunes that I don't think anybody would ever hear. Ever play, ever hear.
Ever to hear again.
No, I mean, the tunes are, they're all so melodic driven, you know. That's what attracted me to what you guys do, you know. You know, it's just, it like you say, it's wide open and electric and fun to play.
Yeah,
you know?
it is fun to play.
So it's rare to be in a band like that, you know, because it's so special. It really is.
It is.
So, and this is just one record, Old Time Jamboree, and you have some others. Maybe.
Yeah, got a Little River Stomp. It was our first CD, recorded in my house by Paul Stamler, Pablo Mashugi.
Oh, sure. Yeah, on radio KDH.
Yeah. And that was our very first one, and we did a lot of rags, and we kind of did a mix of stuff on that, but some Irish, a lot of Irish, and old-time tunes, too.
Now, can you still get some of these recordings, or do you still have a website? Or
we don't have a website, but if anyone's interested, they could contact you, and I could contact them.
Okay. Yeah,
you know, we've got all 3 CDs, and then we came out with another one with just guitar pieces.
How long ago was that?
That was about a year and a half ago, maybe a year.
Is it out there to get? I mean,
no, it isn't. You
You
must
not yet. You mean
not yet? No, it was recorded by Tim Martin, who was an old friend of ours from the rock and roll days. and he's got a studio in his basement and does a really nice job. So that is really it's 10 tunes, 5 of mine and 5 of Dennis's.
Oh,
Dennis is playing his electric guitar on it,
okay.
and I'm mostly doing acoustic stuff.
Oh,
And I play the acoustic guitar and a baritone ukulele. One time I was playing in Alabama with the old.
are those legal?
I hope so, or I'm in trouble. I was playing music for a dance camp in Alabama with Jim and Jeff, the Omo Boys.
Oh, okay.
And there was a guy,
from St. Louis.
yes, from St. Louis,
Yeah.
and there was a guy that was hanging out, and he had a Martin ukulele, baritone uke, and he had it strung up in octaves to a mandolin, and he finger picked it.
Huh.
So when I first found one in an antique shop in St. Charles years ago, back when we were playing together, I think, I decided to pick it up and buy it. It was an old harmony. Somebody had etched Ike in it, so I knew it was from the 50s, you know,
Ah.
and it was a good sounding instrument. So I got some octave strings put on it, and I don't pick it like a mandolin. I finger pick it, so it almost sounds like almost like a tenor guitar when you're playing it.
Okay.
And it even has some qualities of a resonator guitar kind of feel to it. It's just real different. But I enjoy just sitting down and I'm making up tunes. And
Oh, that's cool. And
You
this
know.
is part of that recording you're talking
that
about.
first recording that we did with just guitar stuff. And then we had Tom Mason playing drums and Emily on piano,
Oh, okay, great.
Dennis's wife.
Yeah.
And they add a whole lot to it. And, you know, so I'm excited to be making up tunes.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
it's- yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of a creative period.
Yeah, it's been real like that. In fact, I got another few in the hopper. I'm wanting
Now,
to put down.
are you recording again now?
Yeah, we're
Oh.
doing another one.
Oh,
Yeah. So I've got a bunch of tunes that I'm working out on
that's
both
great,
the
yeah.
uke and the guitar, and I don't know. I might even throw a mandocello in there.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah,
You know.
that's a great sound.
Yeah. So
So you're gonna have maybe 2 CDs out.
that or another long one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but,
that's good news. Well,
Yeah.
soon as you'll let me know, and I'll let
Yeah, okay.
everybody know.
Yeah,
when,
all
you
right,
know,
Vince.
I'll have a website and
Yeah,
everything.
that's
so,
great, yeah.
Yeah, so we can get you on there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We tried to do the website thing, and we just didn't keep up with it.
Yeah, it's
You know,
I know.
I don't know. But you can buy our CDs, I think, through elderly
Oh,
instruments yet. I
oh,
think.
elderly, yeah,
Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they handle them.
Oh, well, that's good now.
I hope they
Well,
do.
will you do a little research?
Yeah.
You also have a plethora of gigs under your belt too.
Not as many as I'd like.
Well, over the years you've had a few.
Yes, yeah, we've had some interesting things.
And traveled, and
Yes. You got involved in that one time, I think, didn't you? When we played for Emma Buck's house
Oh yeah.
over in Maysville,
Oh
or
my, that was
Wartsburg. actually.
yeah. She was turned 100 years old.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
That was one of my more fun
yeah.
jobs.
I was gonna ask you what are some of your favorite gigs you did?
Well, that was certainly one of them because this lady was not a widow. What am I trying to say? What's the word? There aren't, and then many of these days, maids. Old maid.
Oh, maid. Yeah. She was never married.
She never married, and she never left the farm but twice. And she's lived on this farm her whole life and was a nature gal and collected arrowheads and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And she even still had the wedding dress of her mother. And she turned 101, I think, when she died.
Oh, okay.
And she had all this. She even had a Civil War coat. Do you
From
remember
her
that?
uncle. Wasn't it her
No, it
uncle's
was
coat?
the Union Army was coming through
Oh.
during the Civil War. I think that's 1840 is when they came over, I think,
Wow.
from Germany. And she still got the crate that they hauled all the stuff. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, I remember that gig.
It's like
because-
going back in time.
Oh, it was a just captured.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. They had all the 20s cars
Oh,
in
yeah.
the garage
Yeah.
and the buggies. And,
Yeah,
and it was
right.
just
They had boots, wooden shoes like the Dutch people wear, with leather upper sole, like a
boot, like a shoe
Yeah, like a boot.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
where you tied it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like, wow, this is amazing.
It was amazing stuff over there. And I do remember
Yeah.
she was very docile when we went over there. Remember that?
Yes, yes.
And you started playing some fiddle tune,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden she got up and started dancing.
Yeah,
Do you remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, she wasn't your cute little cuddly lady. She actually had a beard and you know, a
Yeah.
little rough around the edges,
Yeah.
but she was a country gal
Yeah.
and a sweet.
But the music,
Yeah.
that's what I remember. It just
Yeah.
flipped a switch in her.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
And thanks to
experience
Annie Reekin of Waterloo, she's the one that stumbled upon her somehow
Oh.
in her travels.
And what year was this? Remember, it was like early 2000s, maybe.
Oh, we were going over there before that. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I mean, when
somewhere.
I went over there with you,
Yeah, that was probably early 2000s.
you know,
Yeah.
and when you walked in there, it was just you got the feel of the place.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then they had the outbuilding where they would
Yeah.
feather or defeather the chickens
Right,
and
exactly.
chop their heads off and get them ready.
My favorite part. No. No, just
But that was
kidding.
no,
Yeah.
that was a really interesting place.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was. That was one of my most memorable jobs.
Yeah.
And then we played for Margaret Truman one time at the Mercantile Library at the old location, the original location,
Where?
in downtown St. Louis
Oh,
before they moved to Umsel.
okay.
And we played for that. She wrote a book about her dad or something, and we played for the after party of talking about the book. And all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that was a memorable
Yeah,
thing too. That
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. A lot of history there.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
And speaking of that, I remember doing a few jobs with you at the History Museum
yeah. Oh,
with
yeah.
Bernie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think Bernie's there anymore. But
Oh, you mean not Bernie?
wasn't it Bernie or Bernard? Or,
Man, I'm forgetting it right now.
no, that's all right. Yeah,
No, it wasn't Bernie.
it wasn't Bernie. Okay.
No. Oh,
You
shoot. No, I don't think it was Bernie. Well, it doesn't
Maynard.
Maynard. Krebs. Yeah, Krebs. Krebs.
No, but anyway, those are fun.
yeah,
Gigs.
yeah.
You know, I remember that.
Hopefully he's not listening.
He's calling right now. So, what would you say was some of your worst gigs? Do you have any of those horror stories?
We've had some good ones,
Yeah.
good, bad ones. Playing outside, I would say, was an interesting one during like 28-degree weather.
Oh,
You know, and some at a winter farmer's market. I won't say where.
I think I was on that
to
gig.
protect the innocent. And then we played for Bass Pro for the
Oh yeah, I
the
was
Black
on
Friday.
that gig.
Yeah, the Black Friday
Oh,
thing. That was
yeah.
bizarre. There was like 1,500 people in line.
Yeah. What
waiting.
time did we get there?
We got there at like 3, I think.
Yeah,
or
3 in the morning.
3
right?
or 4 in the morning.
Because they were opening at 6.
6, yeah.
And they wanted to have music for the
People as they waited.
yeah, for all the consumers.
Black Friday
Yeah,
shoppers,
Black
yeah.
Friday shoppers, and
Yeah.
and I never forgot what you guys did to me.
What did we do? I forgot.
Well,
Oh, I think I remember.
yeah, I was presented a donut
Oh, yeah. That's right.
from Graham.
Yeah, yes. He
And
says
I-
hi, by the way.
Oh, good.
She
yeah.
says
Oh, okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Say hi for me, please. I got this donut and I took a bite and it was rubber.
Yeah. Yes, we consume a lot of rubber in
And that
our
was like
household.
it was like 5 in the morning.
You got to be on your toes.
Yeah, I learned a lot that day.
We like to have a good time, and that,
Yes.
I think that reflects hopefully in our music.
Yeah, I
There's
think
a lot
it
of-
does,
A lot
yeah.
of joy
Yeah,
shared with brother and other folks like
yeah.
you guys.
You know, you do the music. I know that it always helps to have a paying gig. You know, of
Yeah.
course, but
Yeah.
I think. You know, you guys kind of look beyond that. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
We do it for the love of music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And it really shows, and
Yeah.
you can hear it and feel it. So
And
that's
I
cool.
gotta acknowledge my creator.
yeah,
I just thank the Lord for giving me a talent that I can do. You
Amen,
know,
brother.
and I don't know what else I'd be doing if I didn't do that. You know,
yeah.
I do like photography. So if I ever lose my ability to play, you'll see me behind a camera, maybe.
Yeah, well, I've seen some of your recent photos. They're
Yeah.
excellent. You know,
I like to do that.
Yeah,
but
maybe,
you know, I'm thankful that I have the music. You know, it's always
Yeah,
and
amen.
and when I'm not playing, I'm listening all the time to music. It's just I just
it's
constant.
growing in you more.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah. Now, is it true you're popular in Japan? I remember something going on in
well,
Japan.
there was something going on in Japan. There was a record company that bought a bunch of our CDs over there, and they were called Bomb, bluegrass old time music.
Oh,
I thought, what a name! Wow. And they bought some of our CDs, and I kind of lost touch with whatever happened there with the acquisition of more. But it was fun to know that they were listening over there.
Yeah.
You know?
And I also remember, wasn't there on one of the morning shows, NBC or CBS or something, that they played one of your tunes?
Yeah.
For, I don't know why. I can't remember why.
All Things Considered or something. Or
Yeah. But it was a sort of a national program. I remember that.
Yeah. It was NPR, I think.
And,
I think.
well, they got your tune from somewhere, and they...
Yeah, I don't remember how that all came about.
Yeah,
Dennis is the one with the memory in the family.
Oh.
He probably would remember. You'll have to interview him.
Yeah, but I just remember it was on one of those morning shows.
Yeah.
And it was music that was whatever was they were reporting on or doing a piece on.
Yeah, that's right.
They were playing your music.
Yeah,
which was kind of cool.
Yeah, I was very happy
Yeah,
to see that. That was nice.
Yeah, you made it, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Got to stay humble.
Yes.
Oh, my head's getting big. Help me. Help me.
All right.
But no, I was happy to be able to be part of a few documentaries, music used for things like the Missouri River program.
Oh, yeah, I
They used it for an NPR program that
nice. Yeah.
produced locally here by Channel 9. And they used a lot of our music in that and a bunch of things.
Yeah.
You know.
That's cool. But it's somebody hasn't seen you play and heard you. They really need to go see it and hear it.
Yeah, well,
because
sure
it's fun. And, and you won't hear this music anywhere else. You know? I remember you.
Thankfully, you might say.
No, it's great. It's great. It's very unique, but it's really great music. I do remember there was a radio show back in the '60s. It was named Miss Blue, and you took the song off of that radio station. It was on KMOX. It was a very well-known DJ back then named... It just came to me. That's how I'm thinking about this.
She went by Miss Blue?
Yeah, she was the... actually, she was a maintenance person down there at the station, and then this DJ would have her come on.
Okay.
And
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, you took that tune off of that.
Did I?
Yeah, and I'm like, how did you get that?
I don't remember what it was. Do
well-
you recall the tune?
No, but I remember when you played it, I'm like, I know that tune, you know, and you took it off of there.
I wonder what it was.
Art Carney's show.
Oh, the Art Carney show.
It was Art Carney's show, and he would have her come on once or twice a week because she would, and they called her Miss Blue.
Was it the theme from a summer place, maybe?
Yeah, well, I need to hear the
one
tune.
that they used to do for what was that, a jewelry place? It's not around anymore. Jesus,
Yeah, I know.
This is like memory fest.
I
here.
know, but it was just a thought that came to me, and and I can't, I have to think about it,
Right.
Because it was a while ago when you were doing this, but but it was it was brilliant.
Yeah. nothing's out of question.
Yes.
I mean, out of the spectrum of my ears, I'll listen to.
Yeah, right on. I know, but that's to me, it was a example of what you were saying about how you you're wide open, you like to hear, and when something catches your
Even though I can't remember what it was.
Well, this was a few years ago.
I do have a good memory as far as remembering tunes, but I can't for some reason remember the specifics of that.
Yeah, but I don't think you played it out very much. You just did it once or twice, maybe.
Okay, well, that's good.
And but I just happened to be there.
Yeah.
And like, where did you get that?
One of the unfortunate ones.
Yeah. But it was all right.
Yeah, I wish I
was
could
fun.
remember what it was.
Yeah.
Dennis, but again, consult Dennis.
Yeah.
He probably remembers.
Talk to him, will you?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I'm going to ask you this too, because I ask all my guests.
Yeah.
Like, if you could go back in time, would you follow the same musical path?
I think I would actually. I like what I've done. I'm happy with what I've done, and there's always more to learn. Which every time I sit down with an instrument, it's like, oh, I could do that. Maybe I could do even more than that. And I'll sit down, and it's like, oh, this is fun. And it's just an ever-learning process.
Wow.
Well, at least for me, it's like there's so much to learn out there.
So
there's not
you're
enough time.
Right. Well, So you get inspired.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
You know, and when I ask, all my guests, that's the theme.
Yeah.
You know, the underlying theme is the inspiration.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So it's cool to
I
hear that.
recently heard and got acquainted with a band from Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil. They're called Choro das Três. And this gal, her name is Elisa Ferreira Meyer, and she is a mandolin player. I've never heard quite like her play. And if you can Google them sometime, it's
Say it again now.
Choro, Choro Das 3. It's
That's the name of the band.
Yeah, it's the name of the band. They're three sisters, and again, they have that sibling thing happening, and they're all
Blood on blood.
and super talented. I've never heard musicians like this like From Me to You away. It's like,
Wow.
they just blow me away.
Oh wow. Well, that's cool. That's
So,
yeah.
so
Definitely
it's
have to listen to it.
I could never play like that. It's just a whole nother deal, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they grew up.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing
That's great,
players.
yeah.
But it's stuff like that. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
look what you've
Do you
done.
think that sort of inspired you for this new recording you're doing?
I don't know. I think those tunes just come out of nowhere sometimes. I'll just sit down and I'll start playing something. And there may be somewhat of an influence, maybe in chordal changes, maybe
yeah,
something,
yeah.
possibly. I don't know. If it's there, I didn't do it intentionally.
But they do inspire you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
gosh, yeah. They're so fun.
Yeah.
And such down-to-earth people and real humble.
And they're from São Paulo?
Sao Paulo.
Oh, Sao Paulo.
Actually from
Brazil?
Brazil. Beautiful gals, beautiful music, just amazing players.
Wow.
And they're doing a tour. They may be coming back through St. Louis. I hope. We're trying to get them.
Oh,
We
okay.
had them at Focal Point in,
Okay.
in the fall,
Oh, okay.
in late October this past year. And
2023?
Yeah.
Okay.
but they're just incredible. And
We'll have to keep an eye on it.
yeah, I mean, it's to me it was almost I would have to say it was almost like hearing Dave Apollon play in person. You know, Dave,
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Dave Apollon,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Russian guy.
Right, yeah. Dave
I mean,
Apollon
such a-
Productions.
such a fluid player.
Yeah.
All of them, all three
Yeah.
of them.
Wow.
And just the crystal clear notes and speed and dexterity. It's like, wow.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, it's like,
We'll definitely
Yeah,
keep an eye out
check
for
'em out.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll keep an eye out for you too, Curtis.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
Your recordings.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll put it on our website.
okay, yeah, appreciate
And,
that, Vince.
And I just want to thank you so much for stopping by and
Yeah.
and taking all your time.
Oh, man, I have all the time in the world for you, Vince. Anytime.
Oh, man,
You know.
thank you. And really appreciate you doing this. And we will see you in the next gig, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Vince. And we'll have
And-
to get together and play some.
Yeah, I'd
sometime
love
soon.
to.
I'd
yeah.
love to do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again, Curtis Buckhannon,
Oh.
mandolin extraordinaire.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
No, thanks again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All
Vince.
right. All right. Thank you, folks. Thanks for listening to Ear-Wicker, Ear-Wicker Podcast. And remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next gig.
Bye.
I'm in despair.